Have you ever witnessed a small act of kindness that turned into something extraordinary? In today's video, we'll delve into the heartwarming story of a young boy whose simple gesture of compassion led to a life-changing series of events. Arthur, a 9-year-old with a big heart, stood up for a vulnerable woman in need, and his act of courage set off a chain reaction that not only transformed his own life, but also revealed the profound impact of empathy. Stick around until the end of this video to discover how one boy's selfless act brought unexpected rewards, how it reshaped his family's future, and what this story can teach us about the power of kindness. You won't want to miss the incredible twist that showcases how even the smallest actions can lead to monumental changes. A little boy, just beginning his journey to school, became an unexpected hero when he stood up for a poor woman who was humiliated by the security guard at the local grocery store. This woman, who had been trying to enter the store, faced scorn from the guard, and it was only the next day that the true significance of the woman's identity was revealed when a sleek Mercedes pulled up to the boy's school on a dreary, gray morning. Arthur, the young boy in question, and his father, Robert, were making their way to the grocery store. The early morning air was crisp and carried a rare stillness that momentarily hushed the clamor of the bustling city. As they walked, Robert, who was preparing for a crucial job interview, offered his son final pieces of advice. The weight of the day's responsibilities was evident in Robert's tone, though he tried to mask his concern with confidence. "Remember what we've talked about," Arthur Roberts said, his voice tinged with both care and encouragement. "Since I won't be able to walk with you today because of my job interview, you need to get off at the stop near the school that I showed you. This city is big and it's easy to get lost, so you need to be extra careful, all right?" His eyes conveyed a mixture of pride and apprehension. Arthur, only 9 years old, looked up at his father with a sparkle of independence in his eyes. "I'm 9 now, Dad. I can handle it," he said, his smile revealing a blend of excitement and a touch of nervousness about his first solo journey. Robert's heart swelled with pride as he gently ruffled his son's hair, a small yet poignant moment that symbolized the transition from childhood to growing up. "That's my big man," Robert said, trying to keep his voice steady despite the lump in his throat. They arrived at the grocery store, its automatic doors rhythmically opening and closing like the jaws of a giant beast. "Look, here's the store," Robert pointed out, guiding Arthur toward the entrance. The two shared a heartfelt hug, promising to meet up later in the day, and Arthur ventured inside. Inside the grocery store, Arthur fell into the familiar routine he and his father had practiced countless times. He picked up a basket and began navigating the aisles, his eyes wide with curiosity as he meticulously followed the list of items his father had given him. The store buzzed with activity, a microcosm of the city's vibrant life, filled with people from diverse backgrounds. As Arthur moved through the aisles, he had no inkling of the profound impact the day would have on his life. His empathy and courage were about to be tested in ways he could not have anticipated. At one point, as Arthur was selecting items, he noticed a woman at the entrance being stopped by the security guard. She carried an old, tattered bag and seemed increasingly anxious. Her eyes darted around nervously, reflecting a deep-seated fear and worry that was almost palpable. The woman's presence was marked by an aura of despair, her vulnerability stark against the backdrop of the bustling store. Arthur watched as the security guard, with a stern demeanor, denied her entry. The woman's distress was evident, and she appeared out of place, her struggle against the indifferent barrier of the store's security highlighting her desperate situation. This encounter was about to set the stage for Arthur's unexpected act of kindness, one that would resonate far beyond that gray and cloudy morning. It was her turn to enter the store, but she was stopped in her tracks when the guard informed her that she had not paid the entrance fee. With a deep sense of hesitation, she murmured to the guard that she didn't have the money to cover the fee. Her voice trembled, revealing the profound shock and embarrassment she felt at that moment. The guard, clearly having a particularly bad day, erupted in a fit of rage. His response was harsh and filled with cruelty. "What do you mean you don't have any money? What on earth are you doing here then? Get out, lady, get out of my store." His voice was raised to a thunderous volume, and the brutality of his words echoed through the store, causing curious and uncomfortable glances from other customers. The woman, her cheeks flushed with humiliation, began to plead with him. Her eyes were pleading as she attempted to explain her dire need for groceries, promising, with a painful sincerity, that she would return to settle the fee. "Sir, I swear I'll come back to pay you," she begged desperately. But the guard showed no mercy. His response was a torrent of accusations and unjust judgments, intensifying her already excruciatingly humiliating situation. "As if I'm going to let someone like you shop here for free and believe you'll come back to pay. I know your type very well. You're all nothing but scammers," he shouted, his voice dripping with disdain. Tears began to stream down the woman's face, carving paths of despair as they fell. The situation grew increasingly tense, and it seemed that the guard was on the verge of using physical force to remove her from the store. He began to rise from his post, preparing to seize her arm and physically eject her. Arthur, who had been observing the unfolding scene with mounting discomfort and anger, could no longer stand by in silence. Noticing that no one else seemed willing to intervene, he felt a surge of resolve. Standing up with a small yet determined stature, he knew he had to act. With a trembling hand, he pulled out his lunch money funds he had been eagerly saving to buy the pizza he so looked forward to at school but couldn't always afford. Yet, without a moment's hesitation, he chose to sacrifice his desires for the sake of compassion. With purposeful steps, he approached the guard and extended his hand, offering the money. "Here it is. Now she can enter the store," he declared with a voice of surprising firmness for someone his age. His eyes flashed with determination as he handed over the money. With a look of disgust aimed at the guard, the boy turned and returned to his shopping, his heart a tumult of emotions. Arthur's heart raced not merely from the loss of his lunch money, but from the intensity of the act he had just performed. It was a small gesture, but it marked a significant moment in his life and underscored the kind of person he was becoming, a compassionate young man. And so, amidst the gray morning, the store continued its routine, now imbued with a story of bravery and humanity. In the wake of Arthur's courageous act, a profound silence fell over the store. Customers were stunned, their amazement palpable. The guard, rendered speechless, could only stare in disbelief at the child's boldness. The customers exchanged astonished glances, their murmurs of admiration underscoring the impact of the boy's unexpected heroism. The woman, who had been temporarily halted from continuing her shopping, was finally free to resume her activities. With her cheeks still glistening from the remnants of tears, her eyes now shone with a new light, a combination of relief and deep gratitude. "I can't thank you enough, little buddy," she said, her voice trembling slightly as she spoke. Arthur, despite his young age, displayed a level of maturity that seemed beyond his years. He reached into his backpack, pulled out a neatly folded handkerchief, and extended it to her with a gentle gesture. "It's okay," he said softly. "Nobody should be treated like that." As the woman took the handkerchief, Arthur began to recount a personal experience. He shared a memory of a day when his father, Robert, had been 10 cents short during a purchase. They had been harshly scolded and humiliated by a callous store employee and forced to leave the store without buying anything. The woman listened intently, her face a canvas of shock and sadness as she absorbed his story. Despite her circumstances, she was adamant about finding a way to repay the boy for his act of kindness. Their conversation was a brief interlude amidst the bustling activity of the store. Shoppers and chatter filled the air, creating a stark contrast to the small, significant exchange that had taken place between Arthur and the woman. The store continued its usual rhythm, unaware of the profound impact of the kindness that had unfolded within its walls. Arthur introduced himself to the woman, who responded with a warm, appreciative smile. As the time drew near for Arthur to head to school, he prepared to leave the store. The woman watched him through the window, her gaze following his departure until he was out of sight. Her heart remained touched by the young boy's selfless gesture. Unbeknownst to Arthur, the woman's identity was far from ordinary. She was neither a mere figure in distress, a homeless individual, nor a scammer as the guard had presumed. Her true identity would soon leave everyone, especially the guard and Arthur, astonished and profoundly affected by the unfolding events. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The store continued to function, its customers taking pieces of the story with them, unaware of the extraordinary nature of what had just occurred. As Arthur walked home, he did so with an empty stomach, yearning for the pizza he had hoped to buy. Despite his hunger, he felt no regret for his actions. He believed he had done the right thing. When he arrived home, he eagerly recounted the store incident to his father. Robert listened with rapt attention, his eyes reflecting both pride and a hint of melancholy. "Your mother would be so proud of you," Robert said, his voice tinged with a mixture of sweetness and sadness. He embraced his son warmly before opening his wallet and handing him $10. "Here, son, this is for you to buy that slice of pizza you wanted tomorrow. There will still be some left for the days after," he added. Arthur's face lit up with joy as he hugged his father in gratitude. Robert continued, his tone light but sincere. "You see, buddy, good deeds are always rewarded." Although he tried to keep his voice hopeful, he understood the value of money in their lives. Little did they know, however, how immense the reward for Arthur's kindness would turn out to be. The following day, Robert took Arthur to school, a task that now felt heavier with each passing moment. Unfortunately, Robert had received disheartening news just before. He had learned that he hadn't been selected for the deliveryman position he had applied for. Despite being only 37 years old, he was considered too old compared to other candidates. This rejection added to his mounting worries and sorrow, particularly given the recent death of his wife. Robert felt a profound sense of unease about how he would manage to support his young son, who was now his sole responsibility. Robert was deeply troubled and overwhelmed with despair. Arthur, only 3 years old, had lost his mother and was facing an uncertain future. Over the next 6 years, their lives were marked by hardship and instability. Robert had to take on various odd jobs to make ends meet and made the difficult decision to drop out of college, relinquishing his studies in automation engineering to fully devote himself to raising Arthur. The sacrifices were immense, but Robert was determined to provide his son with a semblance of normalcy despite the challenging circumstances. That particular morning, after leaving Arthur at school, Robert headed straight to the principal's office to discuss the pressing issue of his son's financial situation. Arthur had been fortunate to secure a scholarship at the private school, but it was nearing its end. Without the prospect of a new scholarship or a stable job, Robert was deeply concerned about his ability to continue affording Arthur's education. As Robert wrestled with his anxieties, a sleek, luxurious Mercedes arrived in front of the school. The car, a striking black that gleamed even in the overcast morning light, immediately drew attention. The doors of the vehicle opened to reveal a woman who exuded both confidence and authority. She was accompanied by a tall, stern-looking man in a sharp suit, his demeanor both courteous and commanding. Their arrival caused a stir among the onlookers, who murmured among themselves, intrigued by the unexpected visitors. The principal, clearly taken aback, greeted them with the utmost respect. It soon became apparent that the woman was no ordinary visitor. She was the owner of the largest chain of supermarkets in the city, including the very store that Arthur and his father had frequented. Her visit was not only unexpected but also carried a sense of urgency. With a calm and assertive tone, she informed the principal that she needed to speak with Arthur and Robert about an important matter. Her presence and demeanor commanded immediate attention, and the principal, along with those present, turned their focus toward her. As Robert continued to explain his difficult situation, the woman entered the principal's office with a soft yet authoritative knock. Her arrival was marked by a subtle but undeniable aura of authority, drawing everyone's gaze. With a gentle yet resolute smile, she introduced herself and began to recount an extraordinary event. She shared with Robert that she had been undercover at the grocery store the day before, observing how the store was managed and how the employees interacted with customers. During her visit, she had witnessed Arthur's act of kindness. The woman's expression softened as she recounted how Arthur had stood up for her, demonstrating a remarkable level of compassion and integrity for his age. Turning to Robert with a warm yet determined look, she said, "Your son is a hero, and I can't let this act of kindness go unrewarded." The principal watched in astonishment as the woman continued, offering Robert a significant opportunity. She proposed a stable position within her company's administration, complete with a competitive salary and benefits that would secure a better future for both Robert and Arthur. This unexpected turn of events brought a glimmer of hope to Robert's previously bleak outlook. The woman's offer not only addressed his immediate financial concerns but also opened a door to a brighter future, allowing Robert and Arthur to start a new chapter with renewed hope and stability. Robert's eyes filled with tears as he listened to the woman's heartfelt gratitude. She extended her hand, and Robert shook it firmly, overwhelmed by a profound sense of gratitude that he struggled to articulate. "Thank you so much," he said, his voice choked with emotion. The woman also shared with Arthur that his scholarship at school would not only be renewed but extended for as long as he wished to pursue his studies. Arthur, who had been quietly observing the scene, felt a surge of relief and happiness. The burdens of recent days seemed to lift, and he felt a deep sense of pride in his actions. The woman's arrival and the significant changes she brought with her marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Robert was finally able to secure a stable job and provide his son with the education he deserved. In turn, Arthur learned a valuable lesson: kindness and empathy are always rewarded, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. The story of Arthur and his father, Robert, thus became a tale of hope and resilience. It served as a poignant reminder that even amidst adversity, there is always room for acts of kindness that have the power to transform lives. As the woman requested, "Yes, please call his father. I'll be waiting," her voice carried the grace of royalty. A few minutes later, Robert, his expression a blend of concern and curiosity, was led to her. When he saw her, disbelief swept over him. She was strikingly beautiful, her presence seeming to radiate a light that illuminated her surroundings. The receptionist introduced them. "Mr. Robert, this is Sophia. She said your son helped her in the store yesterday and wished to speak with you." Robert's heart raced, not only from surprise but also because he recalled Arthur's encounter with the woman he had assumed was merely a homeless individual. The contrast between his earlier perception and the radiant woman before him was jarring. Sophia introduced herself with a warm smile. "Hello, Robert. My name is Sophia," she began, recounting her interaction with Arthur. Her words were like music to Robert's ears, each sentence elevating his paternal pride. "He was a real gentleman, offering me a handkerchief and paying for my entrance fee. Such a young boy with such a big heart," she said, her voice laden with emotion. The two left the reception area and continued their conversation in the tranquil school garden. The peaceful setting provided a natural backdrop for their discussion, which flowed effortlessly. Sophia shared her intentions to support Arthur and expressed her deep appreciation for the kindness and courage he had shown. She spoke about the significance of education and how profoundly moved she was by Robert and Arthur's situation, which the receptionist had briefed her on while she awaited his arrival. "It's rare to find such kindness and bravery these days. Your son is truly exceptional, and you are an incredible father for raising him so well," she said, meeting Robert's gaze with sincerity. Then Sophia made an offer that would profoundly alter their futures. "I would like to cover the costs of your son's education," she proposed. "It's a small way of repaying the immense kindness he has shown me." If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Robert was left speechless, his mind grappling with the magnitude of Sophia's generosity and the impact it would have on both his and Arthur's future. The generosity that Sophia extended was not just a financial boon but a beacon of hope, changing the course of their lives in ways they could scarcely imagine. "Mr. Robert," announced the receptionist, her voice echoing in the quiet office. "This woman said that your son helped her in the store yesterday and wanted to speak with you." Robert's heart raced with a mix of surprise and a flashback to Arthur's story about the woman in the store. It was a confusing moment for him, as he had imagined the woman as a destitute figure, not the elegant and composed lady standing before him now. Sophia introduced herself with a warm smile. "Hello, Robert. My name is Sophia." As she began recounting her interaction with Arthur, her voice was filled with genuine gratitude and admiration. The father listened intently, each word she spoke lifting his spirits and swelling his paternal pride. "He was such a gentleman," Sophia said, her voice quivering slightly with emotion. "He offered me a handkerchief and paid for my entrance fee. It's remarkable to see such a young boy with such a big heart." Robert was moved by her words. The two of them left the reception area and walked to the school garden, a tranquil space that seemed to perfectly match the warmth of their conversation. As they strolled, Sophia shared more about her intention to help Arthur. She spoke about the importance of education and revealed how deeply she had been touched by Arthur's kindness. The receptionist had mentioned Robert and his son's situation while Sophia was waiting, which had further fueled her desire to make a difference. "In these times, finding such genuine kindness and courage is rare," Sophia said, meeting Robert's eyes with sincere admiration. "Your son is truly special, and you must be an incredible father to have raised him like this." Then came the life-changing offer. "I'd like to cover the costs of your son's education," Sophia said with a resolute tone. "It's a small way of expressing my gratitude for the great kindness he showed me." Robert was taken aback, his mind struggling to grasp the enormity of the gesture and its potential impact on both his and Arthur's futures. Stunned and overwhelmed, he tried to decline the offer. "No, I can't accept this. It's too much," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. But Sophia's resolve was firm. "Please, Robert, I insist. You and your son deserve this." Moved to tears, Robert finally acquiesced. He was overcome with gratitude, and tears streamed down his face as he fell to his knees on the garden lawn. thank you so much," he whispered repeatedly, each utterance a profound expression of relief and joy. Amidst the serenity of the garden, surrounded by blooming flowers and beneath the open sky, a simple act of kindness sparked a wave of generosity and hope that would forever change their lives. They eventually settled on a bench beneath the shade of a large tree, the calm atmosphere of the school providing a peaceful backdrop for their conversation. As they sat together, Sophia began to share her own story, each word painting a picture more incredible than any fiction. She revealed that she was the daughter of August Rohr, a prominent magnate in the luxury car industry. Just the morning before, she had narrowly escaped an attempted kidnapping. Sophia described how, by sheer luck and determination, she managed to free herself from the vehicle where she had been held captive. Running desperately through the city as dawn approached and the streets began to bustle with the day's activities, she boarded the first bus she could find, despite having no money or belongings with her. Her escape had been fraught with fear and uncertainty, but it had led her to this moment, where she found solace in the unexpected kindness of a young boy and a meaningful way to give back. The anguish and fear in the woman's voice were palpable as she recounted the despair she had felt at that moment. Robert listened intently, each word she spoke adding depth to his understanding of the woman's plight. When Arthur had helped her, she had meticulously noted the location of the school, determined to find a way to repay his kindness. After managing to escape from her dire situation with the assistance of a generous passerby, she was able to contact her father, who quickly came to her rescue. The kidnappers were apprehended later on, thanks to the city's vigilant security cameras, and she was finally safe from harm. Robert was left both perplexed and amazed by the complex and unexpected connections fate had woven between his son's life and the woman's. The intricate web of circumstances intertwined their destinies in a profoundly meaningful way. Meanwhile, as they spoke, Arthur had ventured outside to the playground and spotted his father and Sophia. His face lit up with astonishment and joy upon recognizing her. "Hey, you're the girl from the store," he exclaimed. When he heard the full story, his shock was palpable. He could hardly believe that his simple act of kindness had led to such a dramatic turn of events. Sophia, in turn, invited them to a restaurant, promising Arthur the pizza he had so eagerly wished for. Arthur's excitement was infectious, and Sophia laughed with delight at his genuine joy and innocence. As time passed, a genuine friendship blossomed between them. Sophia made frequent visits, bringing a new sense of family and warmth into Arthur and Robert's lives. When she learned that Robert had paused his studies, she spoke with her father, who then offered Robert an opportunity to resume his education and pursue a career as an engineer at a prestigious luxury car company. The lives of Robert and Arthur underwent a remarkable transformation, unfolding in ways they could never have anticipated. What had begun as a simple gesture of kindness in a store had evolved into a profound and life-changing series of events. Months later, Robert and Sophia's relationship deepened, and they eventually fell in love. Arthur, in turn, gained the mother he had always dreamed of. Together, they formed a new family, united by love and the realization that kindness and compassion can create ripples of change with far-reaching effects. Their story became a testament to the power of a simple act of kindness to touch hearts and transform lives. Arthur's school became the talk of the town after the incident. The story of the boy who had stood up for a vulnerable woman in a grocery store and was subsequently rewarded with a luxurious Mercedes visit spread rapidly. The next morning, the school was abuzz with excitement and curiosity. As Arthur walked through the school gates, he was greeted with a flurry of questions from his classmates. "Arthur, is it true? Did a Mercedes come to your house?" One friend asked, eyes wide with wonder. Arthur nodded, a shy smile on his lips. "Yes, it's true. The lady I helped in the store came to visit my dad and me. Her name is Sophia, and she is very kind." The principal, Mr. Thompson, summoned Arthur to his office. "Arthur, I've heard about your bravery and kindness. We are all very proud of you. Your actions are a shining example of the values we hold dear at this school." Arthur felt a warm flush of pride as he listened to Mr. Thompson's praise. "Thank you, Mr. Thompson. I just did what I thought was right," he replied modestly, his heart swelling with a sense of accomplishment and gratitude. Throughout the day, Arthur's remarkable story continued to resonate throughout the school, leaving a lasting impression on both his classmates and teachers. At lunchtime, the cafeteria buzzed with animated conversations about the heroic incident. "Can you believe it?" Arthur stood up to that mean guard, one student exclaimed, eyes wide with admiration. "He's a hero," another chimed in, nodding in agreement. The excitement and pride in the air were palpable. Arthur, meanwhile, sat quietly enjoying his lunch, his mind drifting to the whirlwind of changes unfolding in his life. Little did he realize that this was merely the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would reshape his future. As the days turned into weeks, Sophia's presence in Arthur and Robert's lives became increasingly frequent and impactful. She made it a point to visit their modest apartment regularly, each time bringing with her an air of elegance and a warm, genuine kindness. Sophia was determined to make a positive difference in their lives, and her generosity was boundless. One bright and sunny afternoon, Sophia extended an invitation to Robert and Arthur to visit her family's estate. The sprawling mansion was a world away from their modest home, yet Sophia's warm and gracious demeanor made them feel entirely at ease. "Please, make yourselves comfortable," she said with a welcoming smile. Arthur's eyes widened in awe as he took in the grandeur of the estate. The lush, meticulously manicured gardens, the sparkling swimming pool, and the opulent, tastefully decorated interiors left him in a state of wonder. "This place is amazing," he marveled, his voice filled with awe. Sophia led them to the patio, where a lavish lunch was laid out. As they dined on the sumptuous food, Sophia began to share more about her life and her family's successful business. "My father, August, started this company from scratch. It's been a long journey, but we've worked tirelessly to build it into what it is today," she explained. Robert listened intently, his respect and admiration for Sophia growing with every word. "Your father must be incredibly proud of you," he remarked, genuinely impressed. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Sophia's expression softened as she responded, "He is proud, but I'm determined to use our success to make a positive impact on others. That's why I'm so passionate about education and community service." As their conversation continued, Robert felt a profound connection with Sophia. Her kindness and compassion resonated deeply with his values, and he couldn't help but feel a growing sense of affection towards her. Arthur, too, was enchanted by Sophia's genuine warmth and generosity. As the day drew to a close, Sophia made a heartfelt promise. "We will support Arthur's education and help you complete your studies, Robert. This is just the beginning of our journey together," she said with conviction. With Sophia's support, Robert enrolled in an online engineering program. Balancing his studies with his responsibilities as a single father was no small feat, but he was resolute in his determination to succeed. Sophia's encouragement and financial assistance made a world of difference, providing him with the stability and motivation he needed. Arthur's life also underwent a dramatic transformation. He excelled in school, driven by the newfound opportunities that lay ahead. His classmates and teachers continued to be inspired by his story, and he emerged as a role model for kindness and bravery. One memorable day, during a school assembly, Mr. Thompson, the principal, invited Arthur to the stage. "Arthur, we are incredibly proud of you and the example you've set for all of us. Your actions remind us that even one small act of kindness can make a tremendous difference," he declared. The auditorium erupted in applause as Arthur stood on the stage, beaming with pride. He felt a deep sense of accomplishment and excitement for the future, knowing that his journey was far from over and that many more adventures and challenges lay ahead. As Robert advanced in his studies, a deep and enduring bond formed between him and Sophia. Their friendship gradually evolved into a profound and abiding love, built on mutual support and shared dreams. They navigated the highs and lows of life together, finding strength in their shared values and unwavering commitment to each other. Months passed, and Robert graduated with honors. August, impressed by Robert's dedication and talent, extended an offer for him to join his company. "You've put in the hard work, Robert. Welcome to the team," August said, shaking Robert's hand. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Robert's eyes welled with tears. "Thank you, sir. This means the world to me and Arthur." With a stable job and a promising future now within reach, Robert's life underwent a remarkable transformation. His and Sophia's relationship grew even stronger, their love deepening as they faced life's challenges and triumphs together. They built a family not just through love, but through the extraordinary journey that had united them. Arthur thrived academically, making new friends and excelling in his studies. He often reflected on the day he helped Sophia in the store, realizing how a simple act of kindness had set his life on a path he could never have imagined. Sophia's generosity went beyond mere financial assistance. She took on the role of a mentor to Arthur, guiding him with wisdom and compassion. "Always remember, Arthur, that kindness and courage can change the world," she would remind him with heartfelt sincerity. As the years passed, Arthur's achievements continued to shine. He graduated from high school with honors, and Robert and Sophia stood proudly by his side. Their journey, which had begun with a single act of kindness, had led them to this moment, a testament to the transformative power of compassion and love. The opportunity at August's company marked a significant milestone in Robert's life, enabling him to secure a brighter future for himself and Arthur. With Sophia's support, Arthur immersed himself in extracurricular activities, discovering a passion for technology and innovation through the school's robotics club. The club's advisor, Mrs. Jenkins, recognized Arthur's talent and encouraged him to pursue his interests further. "Arthur, you have a natural aptitude for engineering. I believe you can achieve remarkable things," Mrs. Jenkins said, her eyes sparkling with encouragement. Arthur's excitement was palpable. "Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins. I'm eager to learn and make a positive impact in the world." As Robert and Arthur's lives continued to flourish, their relationship with Sophia deepened. She became an integral part of their family, her presence a constant source of joy and support. Robert and Sophia's affection for each other grew stronger, finding solace and happiness in their shared moments. One evening, as they sat together in Sophia's serene garden, Robert took her hand in his. "Sophia, you have brought so much joy and hope into our lives. I can't imagine my life without you." Sophia's eyes filled with tears of happiness as she responded, "Robert, you and Arthur are my family now. I love you both with all my heart." Their love blossomed, and they soon decided to take the next step in their relationship. Robert proposed to Sophia in the very garden where they had shared so many meaningful conversations. "Sophia, will you marry me?" he asked, his voice filled with emotion. Sophia's eyes sparkled with love and joy as she replied, "Yes, Robert, I will." Their story was one of transformation and love, a powerful reminder of how acts of kindness and genuine connections can lead to extraordinary changes in life. Their wedding was a magnificent celebration of love and unity, a reflection of the remarkable journey that had brought Robert and Sophia together. The ceremony, held in a picturesque setting, was graced by the presence of family, friends, and colleagues, each one moved by the story of how their lives had intersected in such a profound way. Arthur stood proudly by their side as they exchanged their vows, feeling a deep sense of happiness and belonging as he witnessed the culmination of their shared dream. Transformed by their experiences, Robert and Sophia were driven by a desire to give back to the community that had been their pillar of support. They established a scholarship fund in Arthur's name, a tribute to the young boy whose kindness had sparked such a significant change in their lives. The scholarship fund was designed to assist underprivileged students in pursuing their educational aspirations. It provided not only financial aid but also mentorship and a range of educational resources aimed at empowering deserving students. Arthur, deeply involved in the fund's activities, regularly attended events and spoke to students about the vital role of kindness, education, and perseverance. His story became a beacon of inspiration, encouraging countless young minds to believe in their potential and strive for excellence. "Education is the key to unlocking your potential," Arthur would often say during scholarship events. "Never give up on your dreams, and always remember that one act of kindness can change the world." The scholarship fund's impact was nothing short of transformative. It enabled numerous students to achieve their educational goals, fostering a ripple effect of positive change within the community. Robert and Sophia's commitment to philanthropy, became a defining aspect of their family's legacy, a testament to their belief in giving back and making a meaningful difference. Years passed, and Arthur graduated from high school with honors, poised to embark on the next chapter of his life. He had been accepted into a prestigious university, where he planned to study engineering and pursue his passion for technology. As he stood on the stage during his graduation ceremony, his gaze swept over the audience, taking in the proud faces of his father, Sophia, friends, and teachers who had supported him throughout his journey. His heart brimmed with gratitude and pride. Today I stand before you not just as a graduate, but as a testament to the power of kindness, education, and perseverance, Arthur declared in his valedictory speech. I am grateful for the opportunities I've been given and for the people who have believed in me. I promise to continue the legacy of giving back and making a difference in the world. The audience responded with a resounding applause, deeply moved by Arthur's heartfelt words. Robert and Sophia, their faces aglow with pride, understood that their journey had come full circle. They had faced numerous challenges, embraced the opportunities that came their way, and built a life rich in love, hope, and purpose. As Arthur prepared to leave for university, he felt a blend of excitement and nostalgia. He was confident that his family would always be his anchor, and he was ready to confront the future with determination and optimism. His university years were marked by outstanding academic performance, personal development, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. Arthur excelled in his studies, engaged in innovative research projects, and continued to inspire others with his story. During his time at university, Arthur discovered a newfound passion for entrepreneurship. He founded a startup focused on developing cutting-edge technologies aimed at addressing social and environmental challenges. His company quickly gained recognition for its innovative solutions and attracted investors who shared his vision of creating a better world. Arthur's entrepreneurial journey added another layer to his commitment to making a meaningful impact, reinforcing his dedication to improving lives through both technology and philanthropy. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Arthur's success as an entrepreneur allowed him to significantly expand the scholarship fund established by his family. He channeled a portion of his company's profits into supporting educational and empowerment initiatives, ensuring that future generations would have access to the opportunities they deserved. Robert and Sophia, beaming with pride over their son's achievements, continued to offer their unwavering support. Their love and guidance served as a constant source of strength and inspiration for Arthur. Together, the family embarked on global journeys, visiting schools, orphanages, and community centers. They shared their story and advocated passionately for education and kindness. Their message resonated deeply with people from all walks of life, sparking a worldwide movement of compassion and generosity. As the years passed, Arthur's company flourished, and his influence expanded. He became a prominent figure in the tech industry, celebrated not only for his groundbreaking innovations, but also for his steadfast commitment to social good. Arthur's journey from a young boy who stood up for a stranger in a grocery store to a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist was a powerful testament to the impact of kindness and determination. Despite his remarkable success, he never lost sight of the lessons he had learned. Arthur remained humble and grounded, dedicated to his mission of creating a better world. His family, friends, and supporters continued to stand by him, celebrating his achievements and providing support through every challenge. One day, as Arthur stood before a crowd of young students, he shared his story once more. Remember, he told them, each of you has the power to make a difference. No act of kindness is too small, and no dream is too big. Believe in yourselves, work hard, and never give up. Together we can change the world. The students listened with rapt attention, inspired by Arthur's words and his remarkable journey. They saw in him a reflection of their potential and a reminder that anything was possible. As Arthur gazed out at the eager faces before him, he felt a profound sense of fulfillment. His journey had come full circle, and he was ready to continue the legacy of kindness, compassion, and hope that had been passed down to him. His story was not just about a single act of kindness, it was about the ripple effect that one act can create, the lives it touches, and the legacy it builds. It was a story of love, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The little boy who defended a poor woman in a grocery store had grown into a beacon of light, proving that a single small act of kindness can indeed change lives. As Arthur's life continued to unfold, his commitment to making a difference remained steadfast. He dedicated himself to addressing pressing social issues, leveraging his resources and influence for positive change. His startup evolved into a global enterprise renowned for its innovative solutions to some of the world's most challenging problems. From advancing sustainable energy technologies to developing educational platforms for underserved communities, Arthur's company was at the forefront of meaningful change. Despite his immense success, Arthur never lost sight of the values that had shaped him. He often returned to the grocery store where it all began, a symbol of his transformative journey. The store, once a backdrop for a simple act of kindness, had become a monument to the extraordinary life that followed. Arthur's story, rich with lessons of empathy, courage, and the profound impact of a single compassionate act, continued to inspire and uplift, reminding the world of the incredible power of kindness. One day, while visiting the store where he had first encountered the transformative experience that changed his life, Arthur came across a young boy who instantly reminded him of his younger self. The boy, named James, was shy and reserved, his eyes brimming with a quiet curiosity. Seeing the spark of potential in James's gaze, Arthur felt an immediate connection. Arthur approached James with a warm and friendly demeanor. "What's your name?" he asked gently, bending down to meet James at eye level. "James," the boy replied softly, his voice barely audible. Arthur smiled reassuringly and continued, "James, do you know that you can achieve anything you set your mind to? Never stop believing in yourself and always be kind to others." James looked up at Arthur with wide, admiring eyes and nodded slowly. "Thank you, Mr. Arthur. I want to be just like you when I grow up." Arthur's heart swelled with a profound sense of pride and hope. In James, he saw a reflection of his journey, a potential for greatness that could be nurtured through kindness and encouragement. The interaction was a poignant reminder of how the legacy of compassion and positive influence could continue to flourish across generations. As Arthur left the store, he reflected on the remarkable journey he had undertaken. From the timid boy who once stood up for a stranger, he has grown into someone who has touched many lives and inspired countless acts of kindness. He knew his story was far from over. There were still many lives to touch, dreams to nurture, and acts of kindness to perform. His journey had come full circle, and he was more committed than ever to making a difference, one kind gesture at a time. Arthur's story was a powerful testament to the human spirit's resilience and the profound impact of compassion. It was a celebration of hope, perseverance, and the enduring legacy of kindness. With a heart full of purpose, Arthur looked out at the world with a renewed sense of determination, ready to embrace the future with open arms and guided by the principles that had shaped his extraordinary life. Years passed, and Arthur's legacy continued to grow and evolve. He became a mentor and guide to countless young people, offering inspiration and support as they pursued their dreams and sought to make a difference in the world. His story was shared far and wide in schools, universities, and communities around the globe as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the potential for positive change that resides in each of us. Arthur's company thrived and expanded its reach, driven by his vision and commitment to making a lasting impact. He invested significantly in research and development, creating cutting-edge technologies that addressed pressing global challenges. His dedication to sustainability, education, and social justice remained at the core of his work, ensuring that his business continued to reflect his values and goals. One of Arthur's most significant achievements was the establishment of the Kindness Academy. This institution was dedicated to nurturing the next generation of leaders and change-makers. The Academy provided scholarships, mentorship, and resources to students from diverse backgrounds, empowering them to create positive change in their communities. Through the Academy, Arthur's legacy of kindness and compassion continued to inspire and uplift, shaping the future and fostering a new generation of individuals committed to making a difference. The Kindness Academy quickly established itself as a beacon of excellence, earning acclaim far beyond its immediate surroundings and attracting students from every corner of the globe. It became a haven for those seeking to learn, grow, and make a difference. Arthur, the Academy's esteemed benefactor and guiding light, frequently visited to share his transformative journey and offer invaluable guidance to the students. He saw in them a reflection of the same spark of potential that had ignited his path to success. During one of his visits, Arthur encountered a young girl named Emma. Emma was a fervent advocate for environmental conservation, driven by a vision of a sustainable and harmonious future. Her unwavering dedication and vibrant enthusiasm struck a chord with Arthur, evoking memories of his early struggles and triumphs. Recognizing her potential, Arthur decided to take Emma under his wing. He offered her mentorship, guidance, and support, hoping to nurture her passion and help her achieve her dreams. "Emma," Arthur said during one of their mentoring sessions, his voice filled with warmth and encouragement, "your passion and drive are truly inspiring. Never lose sight of your dreams. And always remember the profound power of kindness. It is through kindness that we build bridges and create meaningful change." If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 5 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Emma gazed up at Arthur with a resolve that belied her years. "Thank you, Mr. Arthur. I am deeply grateful for your support. I promise to do my utmost to make a positive impact on the world with Arthur's mentorship." Emma went on to spearhead several successful environmental initiatives. Her work garnered widespread recognition, and she emerged as a role model for her peers. Her accomplishments stood as a testament to the transformative power of Arthur's guidance and the profound impact of nurturing one's passions. As Arthur observed Emma and the other students blossoming under the Academy's nurturing environment, he felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. The Kindness Academy was more than just an institution, it was a vibrant community of dreamers and doers, all united by a shared vision of creating a better world. Arthur's own life had been a journey of profound transformation, shaped by kindness, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. From his modest beginnings to his rise as a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist, Arthur remained steadfast in his adherence to the values that had shaped him. His story served as a powerful reminder that each individual possesses the capacity to effect positive change, regardless of how seemingly small their actions may be. It was a celebration of the enduring legacy of kindness and the profound impact it can have on the world. As Arthur reflected on his remarkable journey, he understood that his story was far from complete. There were still countless lives to touch, dreams to nurture, and acts of kindness to perform. Looking ahead, he faced the future with a heart brimming with hope and a steadfast determination to continue making a meaningful difference. Arthur's narrative was not merely a tale of personal achievement, but a celebration of the human spirit, a beacon of hope, and a testament to the enduring power of kindness. As he gazed toward the horizon, Arthur knew that his journey was just beginning. The future held boundless possibilities, and he was prepared to embrace it with open arms, guided by the principles that had illuminated his extraordinary life. As we wrap up Arthur's incredible journey, we hope you found inspiration in his unwavering commitment to making a difference, and the powerful legacy of kindness he created. From his humble beginnings to his global impact, Arthur's story is a testament to the transformative power of compassion and the importance of staying true to one's values. What have you learned from Arthur's journey so far? We'd love to hear your thoughts and insights. Please share in the comments below one thing you've learned and how you plan to bring that lesson into your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Your support helps us continue to share stories that uplift and encourage. Thank you for watching.